I'm Joe Lahiff along with Todd Allen on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Bishop O'Dowd Dragons against the host Encinal Jets. Bishop O'Dowd coming into tonight's game with an overall record of 4-1, while the home team, Encinal, is 3-2. And Todd, a good matchup for this first time in a league game between these two teams since 1995.
Yeah, absolutely. Bishop O'Dowd coming into the game, as you mentioned, 4-1. They're going to have to lean heavily on their defense and their running game because once again, sophomore quarterback Chris Hagermeyer has got him called up again to start for the Dragons.
And, you know, O'Dowd and Encinal, as you mentioned, moved to the West Alameda County Conference Foothill Division. As we mentioned, the Super League consists of three teams who last year won their league title. Berkeley is the defending champion, the now defunct Alameda Contra Costa Athletic League. Encinal is coming off a 4-year run of first-place finishes in the now defunct Bayshore Athletic League. And O'Dowd is the defending Hayward Area Athletic League championship. We talk about O'Dowd, 4-1, a very familiar name at head coach in Hardy Nickerson. It's always good to have that NFL pedigree in a head coaching position.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to see that defense flying around, multiple looks, running in 3-4, 4-3. They got guys flying all over the field, and they're going to have to lead this team, as I mentioned earlier, because they have such a young offense.
A young offense indeed. They had to replace two D1 players and departing seniors, Hardy Nickerson Jr., who went to Cal, and TJ Daniel, the tight end that went to Oregon. They had QB Dominic Maroglio, who's last year's Offensive Player of the Year in the Hayward Athletic League. He committed to UCLA for baseball, but as you mentioned, injured. He had the shoulder issue. Then Kevin King, the backup quarterback, who's also receiver and cornerback, who's going to Washington, he had a concussion, so he is out. That puts Chris Hagermeyer in there, the sophomore quarterback, so we'll see how he can run that offense. Of course, he's backed up by running backs Isaiah Johnson, Bryce Grandison, and Antonio Burnett. Defense, as you mentioned, going to have to step it up. They are good at creating turnovers, anchored by Elliot Brew, linebacker Jack Burley, and Isaiah Johnson, Dominic Gomes, and Wayne Thomas. So we have reached the national anthem. So with that, we'll take a very short break. We'll return with more pregame after a bit.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, and hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does
And welcome back to the Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Alameda, California. Joe Live along with Todd Allen, your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com, and we're going over a matchup between the 4-1 Bishop O'Dowd Dragons and the 3-2 Encinal Jets. And we talked about O'Dowd before the break. Let's move on to Encinal. As we mentioned, 3-2 under head coach Joe Tenorio, and a move to this league to try to get themselves a bit more of a challenge.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, Joe. And in last game, they had the Island Bowl against their hated rival Alameda, and they were able to pull that one out for a 6th straight year, looking to bounce back. It's always tough when you play your rival to come back the next week and have the same fire and intensity, so we'll see how they play tonight.
Yeah, formidable challenge for them. This was a team that went 11-2 last year, then lost to Marin Catholic Kentfield 41-6 in the playoffs. They had to replace Bo Banks. He was a Bayshore Athletic League's Defensive and Offensive Player of the Year. Quarterback Austin Ve'e replaces Andrew Ve'e. Of course, Austin was a linebacker of the team last year. They do get a solid running game out of Corey Sales and Tyler Kerrigan, an offensive line anchored by Aaron Ve'e, who is getting a lot of looks from a lot of the Western schools like Nevada. Encinal's won 3 straight, won by forfeit after losing 2 straight. So very good teams on a good run coming into this ballgame.
Yeah, absolutely. And Austin Ve'e had the running touchdown last week. And Tyrell Kerrigan, as you mentioned, with the big 97-yard TD run with 55 seconds left to clinch the win over Alameda.
Yeah, so a lot of speed there in the backfield for Encinal, and really for O'Dowd, a bit more of a passing attack with a sophomore quarterback. Be interesting to see how he does handle this game. This is a big one for them.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe.
And we wait here for the coin toss, and so with that, we're going to take a very short break. We return, we'll have the opening kickoff here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
Bishop O'Dowd will receive the kickoff.
And coming back to you live from Willie Stargell Field in Alameda, California, is Joe Live along with Todd Allen here on PlayOnSports.com for this matchup between the Encinal Jets and the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons, and just waiting for the opening kickoff to get this one started. And first league matchup between these two since 1995. It'll be a beautiful setting for this this football field. If you look towards the end zone, you can see the water basically right on the bay here. Alameda sitting on the island, and a cool 66 degrees. A bit of a breeze coming in to start this game off as we wait for Encinal in their blue to kick off from our right to our left. As MJ Arianbull getting set.
It's interesting, Joe, when you look at these two teams, just looking along the sidelines, you see double the number of players Bishop O'Dowd has, and it looks like half the Encinal team is on the field right now.
As we see Gomes and Thomas back to receive for that heavily stocked O'Dowd lineup. As he mentioned, Todd, here's a kick going up short. Looks like Wayne Thomas going to come up and pick it up from his own 20, crossing the 30-yard line, finding his seam up the middle, and he gets it up close to the 40-yard line, and that's where O'Dowd will start this drive.
Nice tackle there by Carlos McCure, one-on-one.
Wayne Thomas on the return.
So we see Chris Hagmeyer, the quarterback, the sophomore, as we mentioned, going to work for the Bishop O'Dowd offense, and we'll see how he handles it here. The third-string quarterbacks we mentioned in the pregame show. After the top two went down, that being Moroglio and Kevin King. So Hagmeyer, first snap, quick throw towards the left side is complete to Gomes. Gomes jukes inside and has a seam down the left sideline. He has a first down and more as he crosses midfield into Encinal territory.
Yeah, great start there by Bishop O'Dowd, especially the sophomore quarterback, as you mentioned, Chris Hagmeyer, getting that early first down, that early completion.
So building a little confidence with that quick first down, and see if he can continue to move the ball against the Encinal Jets here.
Gain of 13 yards. First and 10, Bishop O'Dowd at the Encinal 49.
So they bring it up to a line one receiver to the top of the formation, and Hagmeyer. And looks like the whistle before the snap, so a dead play. We'll see.
Flags on the play.
This one goes against the offense.
And it didn't look like anybody jumped on a different snap count. It looked like sort of mid-count they jumped off sides, and that's something you're going to see when you have an inexperienced quarterback that's not used to working with these linemen.
Yeah, you're not used to his cadence, not used to the types of calls he puts out there, so it takes a little bit for the entire offense to get into that rhythm and get in sync with that quarterback. They get set here. Now on a first down at 15, back in their own territory. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Taking the snap, Hagmeyer is going to hand it off, and it's Johnson working up the middle in the handoff, and not much doing up the middle, about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, good job by the defense piling up on Isaiah Johnson right there for a short gain.
Isaiah Johnson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Austin.
About a minute expired here in the first quarter, and a second down, and 14 coming up here up to the 1-yard gain. See how the Dragons try to attack this here.
Second and 12.
Try to shorten the field for third down. 2 wide receivers in I formation behind Hagmeyer. Jet showing blitz as Hagmeyer dropping back, looking to his right, pumps, now fires in and out of the hands of his intended receiver as he's trying to connect with Wayne Thomas, incomplete.
Hagmeyer's passing complete, intended for Wayne Thomas.
A little bit surprising to see 2 out of the first 3 pass plays, Joe.
So a lot of confidence in the sophomore.
Dragon.
And if you're Encinal, you're actually thinking that they're going to pound the rock, and maybe they're a little bit surprised by this just off the ends of Hunter there.
So maybe just trying to prove Hagmeyer can move the ball and get a little bit of respect out of the Encinal defense. Now he's set with a 3rd and 14, his first real test here on this opening drive. He gets set in the shotgun, taking the snap, dropping back. Good protection as he fires over the middle and overthrows his intended receiver as he is trying to connect with Jelani Baines. So 4th down and 14 upcoming, and he should see a punt.
Yeah, Jelani Baines, the 5'10". Tight end there, needed to be about 6'5" to get up with that one on 3rd down, forcing a punt for Bishop O'Dowd. So good job by the Encinal Jets.
Yeah, as they get the 3 and out here, or not the 3 and out, but actually get to the punt there.
Real quick, Joe, I want to mention our referee crew tonight: Scott Tate, Damon Jones, Jimmy Jackson, Gary Ingram, and head referee Alan Goldenberg are calling the action tonight.
As Dominic Gomes set to punt it away. Gets this one off. It's high going back towards the corner. Corey Sales not going to be able to field that one as it goes out of bounds on the right sideline. So Encinal spotted, waiting for it right around their own 28-yard line to begin their first drive of the night.
Punt goes out of bounds.
10:34 remaining here in the first quarter. No scores. Encinal begins their first drive.
Jet ball, 1st and 10 from their own 29.
So we get a first look at Austin Vea, set under center. Taking the snap near his face, he hands it off up the middle, and churning and fighting forward for about a yard was the back. And it was Corey Sales who pushed it up ahead and got about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 upcoming.
Corey Sales, one of the 3 offensive captains for Encinal, along with Abraham Hale and Austin Vea.
2nd down, 7.
So Vea set on 2nd down and 6, taking the high snap once again, and he fakes a handoff. It's going to be a keeper towards the right side, has some good blocking up ahead, and pushes up towards that 1st down marker, and looks like he did have enough to get the 1st down.
Great job by Talatasi keeping the ball and faking out the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons defense and getting enough for the 1st down off the right end there. It's amazing watching this Encinal offense move. 11 guys in unison, all bunched together on every play. Be interesting to see if they attempt to pass out of this formation.
40-yard line. 1st down, Jets.
Talatasi dropping back in shotgun. Taking the snap, they're going to hand it off as Corey Sales working wide out towards the left edge. Breaks through 2 defenders. Now working down the left sideline, being pulled down from behind. A great run for Corey Sales, and a late flag coming in on the sideline.
Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Kevin King may have been held from behind or clipped from behind the linebacker.
Wayne Thomas.
I think that one's coming back.
And so we have an illegal block.
Illegal block in the back.
And then we have a horse collar, so offsetting penalties.
It's also a penalty at the end of the play against Bishop O'Dowd, horse collar. Penalties offset. Repeat 1st down.
So we'll start it all over again. So back to 1st and 10 from the 40. It's that Talatasi from the shotgun, and whistles coming in before the snap.
Penalty flag.
And false start called against the Jets.
False start, Encinal. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So they back it up to a 1st and 15 from their own 35-yard line. Encinal. 9.5 minutes left in the first quarter here. On their first drive, and a couple penalties scooting them back as they get set here. Talatasi sends Sales in motion, then quickly hands it off up the middle, and the back fighting forward, churning and getting back close to the original line of scrimmage. As that was Corey Sales.
First time we saw wide receiver Brandon Farrell came into the ball game, brought it to play. He's quickly out.
Gain of 4 yards.
So a 2nd down and 11 coming up here for Encinal. Talatasi taking the snap from under center and handing towards the right side, and not a lot doing there.
Yeah, great job by Nickerson's Coach Hardy Nickerson's flying around defense. We're not fooled on that fake handoff and swarmed Talatasi for a short loss.
And so 3rd down and long upcoming.
Not a situation you want to be in if you're Encinal. 3rd and long is not what this offense is built to succeed on.
Talatasi is set on the shotgun formation, and whistles come in before the snap once again. And looks like timeout was called by Bishop O'Dowd. That'll be their first timeout. 8:03 left here in the first quarter, and no score.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Standard snack bar favorites.
No score here. 8:03 left to play here in the first quarter, and penalties hurting Encinal to start their first drive after Bishop O'Dowd punted it away.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy to start this game out. Both teams are still feeling each other out, not wanting to make the first big mistake of the game.
Teams that are going to become familiar with each other in the upcoming years as they just got back into the same league together. Set here on 3rd and 11 from their own 39-yard line, and a collision in the backfield between Talatasi and one of his backs, and then he is brought down in the backfield. So miscommunication leads to a punt.
Bishop O'Dowd sack. Number 28, Antonio Burnett.
As Talatasi and Abraham Hill collided in the backfield.
4th down and 14.
There's Pedro. And this one is going to bounce right around the 20-yard line. Excuse me, 30-yard line. And down near the 20.
Kali'i Pedro's punt down by Encinal.
Really good 40-yard punt out there by Pedro to flip the field and put Bishop O'Dowd in a long field position here.
So Bishop O'Dowd beginning their 2nd drive of the ball game. 7:18 left to play in the first quarter. And see if Hagmeyer can get this offense going here. Track and set from their own 39-yard line. Or correction, 29. Taking the snap, Hagmeyer hands it towards the right side. Johnson going up the middle and getting a gain of about 3 on the play.
Isaiah Johnson, the ball carrier. Tripped up by number 77, Aaron Bay. Gain of 3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
So Hagmeyer here, a 2nd down and 6, 2 wide receivers in I formation. Hagmeyer taking the snap, handing it off. And it's Jelani Baines working towards the left side and picks up a gain of about 4 yards.
Really good job by Baines there following his blockers. The Encinal Jets were blocked really well up front, and the secondary came up really quickly. You can tell that they're peeking into the backfield and trying to support their linebacker linemen in this running game because they know they're going to be seeing a lot of it tonight.
4 yards brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd down and 2 upcoming here for Hagmaier. A lot of options with this short of field. He'll be set from under center. Single back behind him is Johnson. Taking the snap, he does hand it off to Johnson. Hit in the backfield and brought down, and Encinal's defense able to respond.
Looked like Austin Vey got in there early. They were unable to block him, and he got a handoff on the running back and tripped him up, and the rest of his team cleaned it up and able to force a 4th down here. Good job by the Jets.
Loss of 1 yard on the play brings up 4th down and 3.
So O'Dowd set to punt it away again. Corey Sales backing up to receive. As the Geese come off the backfield.
Gomes in punt formation for Bishop O'Dowd.
Gomes set to kick it away. Takes a snap and gets off a good low liner. Sales going to be able to return it. Bobbles it, drops it, now falls on it just as he's hit. Back at his own 35-yard line.
Encinal able to avoid disaster there. Sales muffs the punt of it and avoid the first turnover of the ball game.
So Encinal fans can breathe a little easier with that. They're spotted at their own 36-yard line. So despite the bobble, decent field position to begin this drive. .525 left to play here in the first quarter. Still no score. As Talatasi sends Sales in motion and pitches it to him towards the left side. Sales jukes inside, gets a good outside block, working towards the left sideline. He's pulled down from behind. He's going to be about a foot shy of the first down marker.
Looked like Sales had a really good hold there. Not a chance at a big play, but big Alex Holm, the middle linebacker for the Dragons, number 23, came all the way across the field to make a really nice form tackle along the Encinal sideline, preventing only a 9-yard gain. Could have been a lot more, Joe.
And a great block on the outside did open it up behind the line of scrimmage. Now set with a 2nd down and 1. Talatasi set under center. Setting a man in motion and gives a handoff up the middle. It was Hill, and he didn't have anywhere to go. Maybe lost about a half a yard on the play. 3rd down upcoming.
No, nothing going on that play. 2nd and short, you're looking for just a nice 1-yard gain to pick up the first down. If you're Encinal, you end up losing a yard, putting yourself in a tough 3rd down situation.
Loss of 1 yard.
4.5 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter, and a 3rd down and 2 from their own 44-yard line. The Jets still a manageable position for them, even with their running offense. This is right where they want to be. Talatasi set from the shotgun. Taking the snap, he hands it off. It's Hill again being dragged down from behind, falling forward, and he probably gained back what he lost on the last play.
Yeah, but I don't think he was able to pick up the first down there. We're going to have to see an Encinal punt most likely.
And it's Corey Sales, let me correct myself, and it does look like Encinal is going to swap out personnel to punt this one away.
Gain of 1 yard.
Really good job by the Bishop O'Dowd linebackers, especially on the outside. Getting around the outside and coming back in and making sure tackles, preventing a first down for the Jets.
So Gomes back to receive. Kaylee Pedro set to kick it away for the Jets. Pedro gets a snap, is able to get it away just before a defender gets there. It's a low liner rolling down inside the 30-yard line. Picked up at the 25 by Gomes, jukes one man, and now works down the side. Working up the middle, jumps over another defender, then gets knocked down at the 40-yard line. Nearly broke it there.
Yeah, really nice job, though, on the return there by Gomes. Broke a bunch of tackles, showed a lot of athleticism, and luckily for the Encinal Jets, he was tripped up at the very last moment, but still good field position for the Dragons as they begin their 3rd drive.
Yeah, 2 possessions for both teams and 2 punts for each offense.
It's a grudge match today, Joe.
And back and forth. Good job by these defenses so far. 3:20 left to play in the first quarter here as Hagmaier set under center. Taking the snap, dropping back. He's going to hand it off to Johnson, working towards the left side, and fights his way forward, about a 5-yard gain on the play.
Isaiah Johnson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Hassan Ibrahim.
So far we've seen Johnson very comfortable between the tackles running the ball.
2nd down, 5.
Their defense, they keep pounding it up the middle like that.
Hagmaier set under center here on 2nd and 5. Handing it off. This time it's Baines working towards the right side, following his blockers, and pulls his way forward. He's about a yard and a half shy of the first down marker.
Antonio Burnett, the ball carrier. Tackle made by
when you're running it in
Sales.
between the tackles like this, you may be getting 2 or 3 yards now. Is going to jump up to 7 or 8 and longer as the game goes on, especially when you're switching running backs as often as Bishop O'Dowd does.
Yeah, you mentioned more personnel for O'Dowd, and correct myself, it was actually Antonio Burnett on the last run, but they do have a lot more personnel than Encinal and a lot more opportunities to sub players out and keep them fresh. As clock moving towards 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Hagmeyer set under center. Nearly drew the offsides with the hard count. Now hands it off. It's Burnett again, working inside, diving forward. He has the first down and into Encinal territory.
Yeah, good job by Encinal not jumping off sides. Chris Hagemeyer went to the hard count, and they were able to stay in their stances, but they were unable to prevent number 38 from bouncing it outside. Was it 38 on that one, Joe? I didn't see his number.
5 yards on the play.
On the handoff?
On the handoff, yeah. I think it was 28, Burnett. Yeah, he bounced it outside and fought his way for a first down, and we're already over into Encinal territory for the first time for the Dragons.
Yeah, it was Burnett there getting on the first down. The spot at the 49-yard line, Encinal territory. Coming up on a minute 30 left to play here in the first quarter. And Hagmeyer set under center, taking the snap. He's going to pitch to the right side. It's Burnett again. Has some blockers, has a great seam, and he dives forward. And maybe got about 5.5 yards on the play.
Yeah, he did have a seam, and you're seeing a lot of outside runs going out to 28 Burnett. But Jordan Parker did a really good job from the cornerback position from shedding a block and making a tackle and preventing another big gain.
And they actually spot him a yard shorter, saying his knee went down, so he actually got a 4-yard gain on it.
7.
Encinal doesn't have a lot of help on the outside. It seems like their cornerbacks are basically out on an island making a lot of tackles. If they can get a blocker out there and put him on their cornerback, we may see a big play by Burnett to the outside.
As Hagmeyer gets set under center here on 2nd down and 6, and whistles come in before the snap. Flag came from deep in the defensive backfield.
Delay of game. Bishop O'Dowd.
And so the delay game backs him up 5 yards.
Repeat 2nd down.
So that erases the gain by Burnett on that last handoff there and puts them now in a 2nd down and 11 situation from their own 49-yard line. As the Dragons come up to the line, Hagmeyer will be set under center with 2 wideouts. Encinal shows blitz. Dropping back, Hagmeyer firing towards the left side, looking for his man, and broken up by Corey Sales, incomplete.
Yeah, what a play by Sales, getting over there late. Hagmeyer had him for a minute there. It looked like the wideout had a step on the cornerback, and Sales came out of nowhere to swat that ball away with his big left hand.
So that sets him up in a 3rd down and 11 here.
And closing speed by Sales was quite impressive, getting all the way from the middle of the field
up
all the way to the far
11.
opposite sideline of where he was.
Yeah, Sales does create interceptions back there from his position and is a valuable member of the defense with his ability to create turnovers back there. Now they get set 3rd down and 11, 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. As Hagmeyer set in the shotgun. Taking the snap, facing a blitz, and he's going to be brought down.
Encinal sack number 6, Austin Vea.
Great job by the Encinal defense, not fooled. They did have 3 wide in the pattern, but they were trying to run a screen. But they were the Bishop O'Dowd blockers were trying to hold up long enough to spring the running back open, but they weren't able to do it. Good job by the Encinal defense collecting the sack. Austin Vea, number 6, able to collect the first sack of the game for the Jets.
So Gomes set to punt it away to Sales for the 3rd time here in the first quarter. Good snap, and he gets off for a little bit off the side of his foot. It spirals and gets inside the 30-yard line. Sales going to let it roll, and he dives around the 21-yard line.
Down by Bishop O'Dowd.
Pretty good looking punt there.
And Encinal will have 3 seconds left in the first quarter, so one more play to come here before the end of the first quarter.
Ball is spotted at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Encinal.
Really interesting game we're watching right now, Joe. We got Encinal and Bishop O'Dowd both needing a big win to get to 5 on the season. They're not trying to do too much. They're just running the ball, feeling each other out. Interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out.
As Talatasi set from under center, pitches towards the right side as Wayne Thomas, following his blockers, has a seam down the right side, goes towards the sideline, and he gets knocked out of bounds.
Good first down run there for Encinal, getting their longest gain on first down.
Terrell
6 on the
Carradine,
sweep to the outside.
The ball carrier taken out of bounds by Wayne Thomas.
And that's going to end the
And
first
that's the end of
quarter
the
with
first
no
quarter
score
with
here on
your score,
PlayOnSports.com, your
0-0.
destination for high school sports.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So we begin the second quarter. Both offenses really couldn't seem to get anything going, and they were able to get into each other's side of the field, but eventually it seemed like they would just be starting their next drives from the 40 almost every time.
Yeah, absolutely. The teams that I mentioned, they're definitely feeling each other out, trying to get that big play. And if you're Encinal, you really want to get an early score if you can. We talked about the numbers advantage that Bishop O'Dowd has in Encinal.
Today.
That's about 25 guys on their entire roster. You expect them to wear down if Bishop O'Dowd continues to pound the rock the way they are.
So we apologize for the noise. We are up on top of the press box right near the PA system. A great vantage point, though, for this game here. As Encinal will be set here to start the second quarter.
Encinal ball to begin the second quarter. First and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Correction.
So second down and 4. And the handoff going to Corey Sales. Spins away from one tackler, but he's not going to get away from the rest of the Dragon defense and brought down for a big loss.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Isaiah Johnson, number 29, the outside linebacker and fullback for the Dragons, got in there early, snuffed that play out for a big loss.
This will be a third down and long here.
And that's really disappointing if you're the Jets, going from second and 4 to third and 11 on a running play.
So Encinal hasn't had much going with the passing game yet, but here with a third down and 11, be forced to try to take some sort of shot, you would think. As Talatasi set under center, dropping back, fakes the pitch and gives a handoff instead to Wayne Thomas. Has a seam up the middle, jukes one man, has a first down. What a play call.
That was an excellent play call. The fake pitch out and the trap play going the opposite side of the field opened up big hole there for Thomas, and he was able to pick up the first down.
The ball will be spotted at their own 40-yard line for Encinal.
20 yards on the play. Ball is spotted at the 40-yard line. First down, Jets.
As Talatasi gets set under center with two receivers to his right. 10:56 left to play here in the second quarter. And the handoff going over to Abraham Hill, who had nowhere to go. And brought down for a loss.
Yeah, the swarming Dragons defense again weren't fooled on the toss play. 57-29 got in there, and another loss on a first down for Encinal.
And correct myself, as Corey Sales on the handoff for the
Julian
loss.
Soto and Alex Holm with the tackle.
Second down and 14 upcoming.
Second down, 14.
So Talatasi, there's a motion before the snap. Like Abraham Hill fell forward.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. Second down.
So it becomes a second down and 19 now. So Encinal offense having a bit of trouble with the penalties here in these first two quarters.
You notice the Encinal uniforms draped in all blue. They also have the pink trim in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see that in the NFL all October, and Encinal's getting in on the action as well. Good for them.
So they get set here, second and 19, under 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. Talatasi sent under center, dropping back, facing pressure, rolling up to his left, escapes one man, but he's not going to escape the other one, and brought down for a sack in the backfield as Josh Luka brought him down.
Sack, number 72, Joshua Luka.
Great job by Luka there. And poor Tuatasi's got so many guys in his face, he just can't even look downfield. He's just trying to dodge tacklers.
6 yards on the play.
And we're looking at third and a mile,
Third
Joe.
down,
yeah, third and 25 here. And you wonder if they have any other creative plays up their sleeves after that third and long. The handoff to Wayne Thomas. got them the first down, but now a much longer field in front of them. And so far, Talatasi has faced a little bit of pressure on this drive anytime he's dropped back. Sending him in motion, fakes a pitch to Thomas. Now goes to Corey Sales. This time the Dragons are not fooled, and they bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, so a punt upcoming.
Yeah, it looked like the same exact play that sprung for the big gainer, just going the opposite side. And good job by Elliott Brew, not fooled. The defensive end able to crack down, waiting for that play basically, and he snuffed it out. And now it's 4th and 25, and they're going to have to punt the ball away.
No gain on the play. So 4th and 25 from their 25.
So punt upcoming. Kaylee Pedro going to set to punt it away. Has Dominic Gomes back to receive for the Dragons.
Pedro in punt formation. Dominic Gomes deep for Bishop O'Dowd.
Taking the snap and bobbling it. And now Pedro able to just get something off. It's decent for what he had, but it takes a bad bounce for Encinal. And referees finally blowing the whistle as it's down, but it was touched by an Encinal player in their own territory right around the 46. So that's where O'Dowd will start this drive.
Yeah, not a lot on the punt by Pedro, but give him credit. That ball could have been taken down at about the 25-yard line. Instead, he picks up about 20 yards total on the punt. Bishop O'Dowd does take over in Jets Field in territory.
So Kaylee Pedro, yeah, as you mentioned, just did what he could. And really, it was good for the for what he had in front of him. So Dowd going to work here with great field position. Inside the Encinal 45, Hagmeyer set under center. Dropping back, quick screen over the left side. It's caught by Gomes, juking, and he's going to be wrapped up around the waist and brought down. And they give him a gain of 4.
Dominic Gomes, the ball carrier. Brandon Farrell with the tackle.
Pretty predictable offense if you're Bishop O'Dowd. Yet Chris Hagemeyer, the sophomore, only time he's been forced to throw, he's looked pretty good at throwing the ball downfield, but he's been very accurate on his passes going short right, short left.
2nd down 6.
Yeah, you've seen the overthrows on some of the longer throws, especially we saw that on the first drive. So they've kind of contained it a little bit on these last couple drives.
Sophomore's got a good arm, though.
And off and slipping is Johnson, and he falls down the backfield, a loss on the play.
Isaiah Johnson, the ball carrier.
Yeah, the 6'2 senior unable to find his footing there. And we're looking at a 3rd and about 7, it looks like, for the Dragons.
You see that middle strip of the field. It has a bit of different coloration than the rest of the field, and you wonder if that's a bit slicker. But that's exactly where Isaiah Johnson was.
Yeah, certainly a lot of moisture on the field being this close to the bay.
So like I said here, 3rd down and 7 from the 43-yard line in Encinal territory. 7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Hagmeyer takes a shotgun snap, rolling to his right. Good protection as he fires, and this ball is caught by diving Dominic Gomes for a first down.
Yeah, nice job by Hagemeyer, rolling to his right. He had the open receiver downfield. Number 15, Dominic Gomes, the 5'11 senior, broke wide open along the sideline, able to corral it, going to the ground and picking up a big first down for the Dragons.
And keeping this drive moving.
Ball is spotted on the 29-yard line.
Good throw by Hagmeyer, right where it needed to be for Gomes.
Yeah, right on the run, too. That's not an easy throw to make.
So like it said, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hagmeyer taking the snap. He hands it off. It's Grandison hit initially, and he falls to the side. And maybe eked out a yard on the play.
Bryce Grandison,
the Kayali Pedro got in there and make a big play, snuffing out the first down run, putting up a 2nd and about 9, it looks like.
Yeah, 2nd and a very long 9. They did move that marker a little bit.
1 yard. 2nd down, 9.
Up on 6:13 left to play here in the first half. Hagmeyer taking the snap, dropping back. Great protection as he fires towards the right side. And a jumping catch is made by the tight end. And that was Bakari Ziegler. Shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, Ziegler just ran a simple 5-yard stop pattern. Hagemeyer just hit him right in the numbers. Good job, Hagemeyer. You can tell that the sophomore quarterback's getting more comfortable as this game's going on. He had some errant throws early, but last few 4 or 5 throws have been right on the money, Joe.
It sets him up with a 3rd down and 5 from the 23-yard line.
4 yards brings up 3rd down and 5.
5.5 minutes left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Hagmeyer taking the snap, fires quickly to his left. Gomes catching the screen again, following his blocker towards the left side, tripped up from behind. And a first down for the Dragons again.
Pass complete to Dominic Gomes.
That's got to be 4 or 5 consecutive completions for Hagemeyer. Getting his athletes in space, that's what you want to do. Get the ball to Dominic Gomes, number 15, the senior wideout on the wide receiver screen. When he gets the ball in his hands, he's very dangerous.
Gain of 9 yards.
So it'll be first and 10 here.
From the
First major test here for the Encinal Jets defense. Let's see if they can hold him to at least a field goal attempt.
As a first red zone trip for either team. Hagemeyer rearranging a little bit. Now takes the first down snap. Quick throw towards the right side and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Look, I might even hit him in the face mask.
Yeah, very dangerous play there. That almost was a backwards pass, which would have been a live ball going off the face mask of the wide receiver. Very dangerous. Hagemeyer has looked more comfortable. He hit a pretty good throw there. Looked like the receiver took his eye off at the last second, forcing the incompletion.
There's Wayne Thomas with the drop and sets up second down and 10 from the Encinal 14-yard line.
Yeah, Hagemeyer just looks more comfortable in the second quarter here, Joe.
Yeah, you do see a good rhythm from him as he's moved the ball pretty well downfield. Started with great field position on this drive. Now taking the snap, handing it off. It's Grandison following his blockers, jukes outside towards the right, but still not a lot for him there. He's able to make something out of it. For a gain of about 3 to 4 yards on the play.
Bryce Grandison, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Aaron Vette.
Big third down coming up here for the Jets defense. This close into the red zone.
Gain of 4 yards.
Definitely don't want to allow a first down and goal for the Dragons. This spot, that's not going to be an easy spot for a field goal.
Well, they said with a third down and 6 from the 10-yard line. 4:10 left to play here in the second quarter. And Bishop O'Dowd is going to burn their second timeout.
Timeout, Bishop O'Dowd. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
It looked like they might have had 12 on the field, so Hardy Nickerson calls the timeout. Big play coming up here for O'Dowd. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night high school action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here.
With 4:08 left to play here in the second quarter, still no score for either side in this first league game for these two. As we mentioned, both of these teams, they're defending league champs coming into this game from their prior leagues. Of course, Encinal came in to this league wanting a bit more competition and play a bit of a tougher season to get them prepped for the playoffs. And they have a good one in Bishop O'Dowd as they get sit here third down and 6 from the 10-yard line of Encinal. Sophomore quarterback Hagemeyer fakes a handoff one way. Now gives it to Wayne Thomas. Gets past one man. Gets a great block up ahead. And hurdles another man, but gets knocked down during that jump.
Depends on the spot. He might be a little bit short, Joe.
The
defensive coordinator, Coach Hugo, was on the field imploring his defense to make a big play. Bishop O'Dowd came with the trick play, getting him open in space, but a nice tackle one-on-one there. And it looks like they might be short, Joe.
They are actually short, and it looks like it's about 2.5 to 3 yards there. So looks like we're going to see Gomes. And he'll actually be the holder.
Eric Schwartz lining up for
Eric Schwartz, the kicker, for O'Dowd getting set to kick it.
Field goal attempt. Dominic Gomes with the
Gomes takes a high snap, and Schwartz gets a kick up, and it is good just inside the left upright. So our first points of the ball game
from 24 yards
come on the field goal from Eric Schwartz.
Somebody needs to stop that clock as it ticks down an extra 7 seconds after the field goal went through. But a nice kick there. Did just get inside the left upright. And Bishop O'Dowd gets on the board first.
So we start to see a bit of rhythm, and Bishop O'Dowd's offense able to move that ball pretty well through the air. And their sophomore quarterback, Hagemeyer, starting to establish himself a little bit in this game.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator, Coach Hugo, must have been expecting all week that Bishop O'Dowd would be pounding the run all game long. But so far, they've been mixing it up offensively, has Bishop O'Dowd, with the pass and the run, catching the Jets a little bit off guard on that drive and getting it to the first 3 points of the game.
10 seconds, culminating in a 24-yard field goal by Eric Schwartz.
So Schwartz going to be kicking it off. It's Terrell Kerrigan will be back to receive it along with Corey Sales.
Schwartz to kick off for Bishop O'Dowd. D for the Jets. Tyrell Kerrigan and Corey Sales, D for Encinal.
There's Schwartz's kick, and just a little one towards one of the upmen who dives on it and falls forward. And it was Brandon Fuller who was able to fall on it. Right around 5 yards.
Yeah, it looked like Brandon Farrell, number 24, was just happy to get down and take possession right there, which is pretty smart, savvy move for the young man. No sense in not trying to force a return when you're not used to being in that situation, and they have pretty decent field position if you're the Jets.
So 3:02 remaining in the first half. Encinal still has all their timeouts. O'Dowd has one. Salatasi taking the snap, and he hands it. No, keeps it himself, working towards the right side. Not a lot there for him, and looks like he might have just got back towards the line of scrimmage. Late flag comes in after the play.
Penalty flags on the play.
Looks like it might be a personal foul upcoming against the Dragons.
And they do call it against the Dragons, so.
Penalty is against
after the play there, Joe, it looked like they were jawing back and forth at each other, and this refereeing crew is not going to put up with any bad language, even if there isn't any pushing and shoving, and that's what it seems like happened out there. Both teams jawing at each other, and the Bishop O'Dowd player said the wrong word.
And you've got to pay attention to those sorts of things. I mean, your defense so far has been establishing you can stop the run and stop Encinal's attack. You don't want these mental errors to open anything up for the Jets. So now after the penalty, they're set their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Jets. Talatasi taking the snap, he hands it off, and immediately wrapped up in the backfield was a halfback. As is Terrell Kerrigan.
Josh Licka, coming from the nose position, just completely swam in between the center and the guard and snuffed that play out real quickly, just forcing a 5-yard loss and a tough play for the Jets. You just get the 15-yard penalty, and for the third time in this game, we've seen a loss of 5 or 6 on a running play for the Jets.
So 2nd and 15 coming up from their own 43-yard line for the Jets. Under 2:20 left to play here in the first half. Talatasi sending Sales in motion. And no, it was a halfback that took the direct snap and went forward and gained about 6 yards on the play. As Abraham Hill
on a direct snap
out of past the original line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and a long 9.
It looked like a rugby scrum on that play. But able to pick up 5 yards, get back to the original line of scrimmage, and putting them in a 3rd and long, but definitely 3rd and manageable when you were looking at a 2nd and 15.
And a minute 53 left to play in the first half here in your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. 3-0, Bishop O'Dowd is leading the hometown Encinal Jets. And so far what's been mostly a defensive battle. O'Dowd's offense on the last drive, able to get a bit of rhythm going with their sophomore quarterback.
Updates from Major League Baseball in the top of the 7th inning.
Be interesting to see what the Jets decide to do on a 3rd and 10. Bishop O'Dowd, I think they have 1 timeout left. The scoreboard shows 0, but it'd be interesting to see if they keep it on the ground, try to run the clock, and be happy to go into halftime with a 3-0 deficit, or whether they put it to the air and risk turning the ball over or having a sack.
What is O'Dowd actually? They burned all 3 of their timeouts. Encinal's yet to use one here. And offsides there against Bishop O'Dowd.
Yeah, pardon me on that. They do have 0 timeouts, and a nice job on the hard count, drawing the drive.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down, 5.
So Encinal now into O'Dowd territory. They have a minute 53 left to play here in the first half, and trying to get close enough to maybe tie this one up with a field goal. Talatasi sends Sales in motion, takes a snap, and he hands it off to the middle. And it was Kerrigan fighting his way forward, and he got about a yard shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, it looks like the line judge on our side has him closer than the other line judge. You might depend on the spot, but yeah, you might. It does appear to be about a foot short, bringing up 4th down.
Spotted on the 44.
Now, my angle's not very good. It looks like they are about a yard and a half short of the 1st down, so 4th and short upcoming for the Jets.
And Jets going to go for it here. So aggressive call early, Talatasi. And a whistle comes in, and flag coming. And looks like O'Dowd maybe did jump, and indeed they did.
Offsides against Bishop O'Dowd.
Great job there by the Jets coaching staff, calling for the hard count for the second straight.
Ball is spotted.
For the second time on this
Bishop
series.
O'Dowd,
And
39.
basically, the Dragons gave a free first down.
Jets quickly get up. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the O'Dowd 39. Talatasi. So taking the snap, he hands it off. It's Kerrigan again who fights his way forward and gets about 2 on the play.
Tyrell Kerrigan, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Del Lyles and Jonathan
Jets
Rowland.
quickly coming back up to the line here. Getting set. Talatasi taking the snap, faking the handoff, firing towards the left side, and he nearly picked off. Incomplete. As it was Corey Nudie who nearly picked it off.
Yeah, Daquan Williams came open there for just a minute, but
Talatasi
was not able to deliver the ball on time, and the safety was able to come over and sort of break up the play, but the ball wasn't very accurate either. But an interesting play call there, caught the Dragons off guard.
So 3rd down and 10 upcoming here. 46 seconds remain here in the first half.
3rd down 10.
3-0 the Jets trail the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons. Talatasi dropping back, firing towards his left side, and just overthrows his intended receivers. He's trying to connect with Brandon Farrell.
Talatasi's pass intended for Brandon Farrell.
I wonder if Encinal is actually thinking about going for it here with only 42 seconds left. They know Bishop O'Dowd doesn't have any timeouts remaining, so possibly running a play here, trying to get lucky, or maybe even try to draw them off sides for the 3rd time and pick up an easy 5 yards.
Well, here they go. 4th down and 10 from the O'Dowd 39-yard line. 42 seconds remain here in the first half. Taking the snap, Talatasi dropping back, firing towards his right side, and overthrows his intended receiver, Corey Sales. So a turnover on downs with 37 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Talatasi's pass intended for Corey Sales.
Talatasi had him for a moment there along the sidelines, but he just overthrew Sales. A nice play call, bringing the running back out of the backfield and along the sidelines. But they do turn it over on downs, and Bishop O'Dowd does have a shot here, although they are out of timeouts.
So see what O'Dowd tries to do here if they do try to move it down quickly. Or just let this expire and go into the half. Hagmeyer set under center, 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Taking the snap and they hand it off. It's Johnson following blockers up the middle, gets a lot of yardage there, and got into Encinal territory. See if O'Dowd speeds this up at all.
Good job by Johnson squaring his shoulders and getting that big body going forward. He's definitely a load to bring down.
46-yard line.
Clock is stopped at 31 seconds until the sticks get set. Now they get moving. Hagmeyer taking the snap, dropping back, looking, quickly fires towards his left. It's caught by Gomes, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, smart play there by Gomes, knowing that they don't have any timeouts left, and time is the most important thing. Does step out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain.
38.
So spotted the Encinal 38-yard line. 2nd down and 2 upcoming.
2nd down and 2.
Saw the big leg from Eric Schwartz on the previous field goal. Assuming they probably need to get it to about the 25-yard line to give him a reasonable opportunity at a 2nd field goal attempt. Which is 12 yards away, Joe.
And O'Dowd, as we mentioned, out of timeouts here. So let's see if they continue to look towards the sidelines. Hagmeyer dropping back. Whistles come in before the snap.
Penalty flags on the play.
And looks like it'll be a false start against O'Dowd.
Penalty is against Bishop O'Dowd. Legal procedure, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
So they get set with the 2nd down and 7. So set from the 46-yard line, Hagmeyer will be set under center. Taking the snap, dropping back. has to step forward as there's pressure, and Hagmeyer now has to dive, and he'll go down just across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Hagmeyer had his running back in the backfield there, but now the clock's 10-9 seconds scrambling to the line.
It's coming down to 5 seconds remaining. See if they spike it or just go for it. Hagmeyer takes a snap and does spike it, leaving 2 seconds on the clock here in the first half.
Hagmeyer with a spike.
Pretty good job there by Hagmeyer to get up with the clock running. Good awareness by the sophomore. Did take the sack, unfortunately for him, but did scramble and get his team to the offense, to the line of scrimmage and get them set, giving them an opportunity at a Hail Mary with 2 seconds left.
So it'll be a 4th down and 5. The down doesn't matter to see if they do take that shot here. They shuffle personnel around.
Looks like Hagmeyer came out of the game.
Well, no, he just went to the sideline to get a call. Let's see how this affects them as far as the play clock is concerned. Taking quite a bit of time here.
Yep, there's the penalty right there. You called it, Joe.
And delay a game, they took too much time. Perhaps intentional, maybe just trying to take the extra time to get the play in that they wanted.
Repeat 4th down.
So 4th and 9 now. They're set from the 46-yard line. As Hagmeyer is just going to take a knee and bring us to the end of the first half. So 3-0 is your score here. And they're reaching the end of the first half of this game.
Encinal 0.
And we will be taking a short break here on PlayOnSports.com. When we return, we'll have our halftime show. Stay tuned for that coming up after this break. And welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you from Alameda, California. Joe Lahiff alongside Todd Allen. Halftime score: Bishop O'Dowd is leading 3-0 over the Encinal Jets. And Todd, so far, really just seen a lot more of the defenses than we've seen of the offenses.
Yeah, it was a punt fest in the first half. Neither team wanting to give an inch as they feel each other out. It'll be interesting to see if they open things up a little bit more in the second half and take it to the air.
You know, you see the score, and obviously that leads you to the point that O'Dowd did start to get a bit of rhythm going. It seemed like Hagmeyer, their sophomore quarterback, their third stringer, has started to put a little bit together on that last drive that O'Dowd had. They did march it down the field, and Encinal's defense did respond inside the 10-yard line to force a field goal, but he is starting to put something together out there.
You know, he is, and he definitely looks more comfortable, this being his second game out. Just the way he is with his teammates, moving them around. Seems he has the team in good order, and he's putting the ball on the money, especially in that second quarter.
For Encinal, we've seen a lot of the rushing game. Passing hasn't really come together that much for Talatasi, but, you know, so far from what we've seen, what can we really expect them to do in the second half?
Well, it'll be interesting to see. You're right on their passing game. They haven't been able to connect to anybody outside of a screen pass and an inside catch here and there. Anything downfield, they have a hard time connecting with their wide receivers. I don't know what you can say to explain that, because they have had some success passing the ball in the past. So we'll see if they can get on the same page in the second half and hopefully put some points on the board.
Yeah, this is still the kind of the game that they can be comfortable playing. They're not down by more than a field goal here, so really it's not trying to make up a large deficit and having to go to the air when your passing game hasn't been working. They can still run the ball and still try to establish themselves down the field against this Bishop O'Dowd team just by keeping it on the ground. So we'll see if that is their method of attack. And, of course, as we mentioned, for Bishop O'Dowd, really it just is their sophomore quarterback going to keep it together.
Remember, folks,
and continue to build that rhythm. So with that, we are going to take a break. When we return, we will have the second half of this ballgame here on PlayOnSports.com, your source for high school sports.
And hey, folks.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
You're watching PlayOnSports.com's presentation of Friday Night Football live from Alameda, California. Joe Lawhiff alongside Todd Allen. The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons lead 3-0 over the Encinal Jets as we get ready to start this second half of the game. Schwartz to kick it off for O'Dowd. Sales and Kerrigan back to return for the Jets. As Schwartz with another grounder. This one fallen on again by Farrell. And so the Jets with decent field position to try to erase this 3-point deficit.
Farrell fields and downs the ball for Encinal. 1st and 10.
Farrell with 2 kick returns for 0 yards on the game so far.
The second one that was kicked right to him. And so Talatasi will try to get his offense to work here. 1st and 10 from his own 43-yard line to start this second half. Taking the snap and gives the handoff to Abraham Hill up the middle. And Hill pushing the scrum forward and actually worked out about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, Talatasi did a really good job of carrying out the fake on that option play. Brought half of the Dragons defense with him. Unfortunately, the other half picked up the slack and allowed the short yardage gain. They did pick up 2 and a half on the play, putting up second down.
2nd down, 8.
So second down here, Talatasi set under center. Taking the snap, a bit of a collision in the backfield. He hands it off to his back. And it's Abraham Hill who got a short gain on it and maybe about 2.5 yards on the play.
So more of the same from Encinal what we saw in the first half, just trying to pound it out, create some holes in that Dragon front. But Dragons aren't giving too much away, but they did pick up 3, bring up 3rd and 4.
5.
Like I said, here on 3rd down, Talatasi set under center. See if he decides to go the air here. Taking the snap, he hands off to Corey Sales. Has a great seam down the left side, and the speedster across the midfield. And a big first down for the Jets.
Yeah, it was a big first down. Really nice play call there. It took a little bit of time for it to develop, but that actually opened up a hole for Sales to hit. And he did hit that ball hard, or hit that hole hard, excuse me, picking up a big first down for the Jets all the way into Bishop O'Dowd territory.
First down, Jets.
As a ball spotted between the 50 and the 49. And 1st and 10 here for Encinal. Talatasi is going to pitch over the right side. It's Kerrigan following his blockers. Now goes inside, has a seam man, and gets pulled down from behind. A gain of about 5 on the play. Maybe 6.
Yeah, I thought we had a big one brewing there, Joe, but the 23, Alex Holmes, did come over the middle back for the Dragons and put a nice form tackle across the shoulder pads to bring him down for only get a 5-yard gain on it.
So 2nd and 5 here for the Jets. Talatasi bring it up to the line again. 10:15 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. As they send Sales in motion, and whistles come. I think Abraham Hill jumped early out of the backfield.
Flag before the play.
And they do call it against the Jets.
Legal procedure, Encinal, 5-yard penalty. A repeat 2nd down.
So they scoot him back 5. And so now it'll be a 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Ten minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Talatasi getting set under center, taking the snap, and he hands it off. It's Kerrigan working towards the right side, gets past the line of scrimmage, then gets stood up and brought down after a gain of maybe a half a yard.
Kerrigan, the ball carrier.
Good job by Bryce Granderson coming up. The 5'8" sophomore coming off the edge from the cornerback position, making a nice tackle along the Jets sideline. Interesting to see the Jets, the way they're running their offense. They've got a lot of energy. Ooh, it looks like, was that Sales?
Kerrigan, actually.
Yeah, Kerrigan looks like he came up limping after that short run. Let's hope he's okay. A lot of pain on the Jet sidelines.
So he'll try to stretch it back out. Jets set it with a 3rd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Taking the snap, dropping back. Good protection as Talatasi airs it out towards the right side. Corey Sales able to reel it in on the right sideline, and he's brought down inside the 35.
Yeah, we saw that play late in the first half. The Jets just missed it along their sidelines, getting Sales outside on the sidelines on a free release from the running back position, and he got this one, was right on the money. Picks up another big first down for the Jets, inching their way closer to the Dragons' red zone.
First down, Jets.
So 1st and 10 from the Dragon 35-yard line. Jets shuffle around. Now they get set with Talatasi under center, taking the snap. Hands it off And working down the right side is McClure. McClure just going to be marked shy, it looks like, on the first down run. Excuse me, Jaquan Williams is the back.
Yeah, it was Jaquan Williams who came in for the injured running back and kind of just gets right into the flow of the offense, running hard up the middle in a big hole there, brought up by the Jets offensive line. Big first down gain for the Jets.
And so 2nd and 1 from the Dragon 35-yard line. Talatasi giving the handoff, and looks like it was Hill again working towards the right side. And enough for the first down.
Yeah, real good energy from the Jets is coming out of this coming out of halftime, I should say. Picking up their third first down. Just trying to simple, quick handoff to their running back. Picks up 4 and another first. We do have another injured Jet, it looks like.
And it's Hill who was the back on that play. So they take him out. And Corey Sales and Jordan Parker sub in.
Yeah, and it's Jordan Parker, the freshman, who gets a couple of pats on the helmet, say, "It's okay, big boy. I know you're young, but you could do this." Number 1, the freshman, Jordan Parker.
Ball spotted on the 22-yard line.
Well, as Hill goes towards the sideline, you see Kerrigan getting back over toward the sideline as well, so he may be ready to check back in on the next play. They give the handoff, and it's Sales working towards the right side, fights his way forward and gets a gain of about 3.
Corey Sales, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Jason Allen.
You can see Kerrigan stretching it a lot along the sidelines, trying to get back into this ball game. He knows that his team needs him here. Big opportunity for the Jets.
On 2nd and 7, ball spotted at the O'Dowd 22-yard line. Talatasi taking the snap, and he's going to hand it off. Working towards the left side is the freshman back Parker, and he is very close to the first down marker.
Great job by Jordan Parker coming into the game and taking the handoff and running like a seasoned veteran off the left edge. Looks like he does have enough for the first down. It depends on the measurement.
As the referee's calling for the chains now.
Gain of 8 yards. First down, Jets.
And now they wave off the measurement and say first down. Talatasi sending a man in motion. They pitch to the right side. It's Kerrigan working down and finding his way still on his feet, and he finally tripped up. And a late flag comes in on the tackle.
Terrell Kerrigan, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Dell Lyles. Late flag on the play.
And a face mask going to go against O'Dowd, so everything just seems to be working in Encinal's favor on this opening drive. Down to 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
Excuse me, Joe. Yeah, the Jets definitely, as I mentioned, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. The crowd's starting to get into it, and they're in their, by far, their best scoring position here in this entire game.
It's first down and 1.
On first down, they hand it off. It's Corey Sales fighting up the middle. And getting close to that first down marker. It was a 1st and 1. And it looks like he didn't have just enough for the first down.
Lyles.
Or correction, no, they mark him short.
Jason Allen, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 2nd and 1.
Talatasi on 2nd and 1, fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, has to fight forward, and with that second effort, it looks like he might have the first down this time.
Yeah, really good second effort there. The Dragons had it stuffed at the first push, but a good job by the quarterback pushing ahead, and it looks like he might have the first down. They are going to measure, though. No, they're not going to measure, Joe. They did pick up the first down. Great job by number 11.
2 yards. 1st and goal, Jets.
So 1st and goal. For Encinal as they bring it up to the line. Under 6.5 left to play here in the third quarter, trailing by 3 of the Jets with a chance to try to take a lead with a touchdown. Taking the snap, they pitch at the right side, and going nowhere was Kerrigan as he ran to his own man Parker.
Terrell Kerrigan, the ball
Yeah,
carrier.
unfortunate the freshman Parker was on the edge trying to block a guy 3 years older and about 100 pounds heavier, and they snuffed that play out pretty quick for a short loss.
A loss of 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ball spot at the 5. They'll be set 2nd and goal. Everything seemed to be working for Encinal thus far on this drive. The Jets get set here. Taking the snap, they hand it off. It's Parker working towards the left side, wrapped up quickly as he came towards the left edge.
Jordan Parker, the ball carrier.
Surprised that they're giving it to the freshman. Not that he doesn't have the ability, but the possession's so important. The freshman was carrying the ball a little bit gingerly there. You definitely don't want a turnover in this situation when 3 points is so easy to get. They're obviously looking for 6, but you need to get points in this possession if you're the Jets.
Well, they said with a 3rd down and 6 now. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Taking the snap, they pitch it to Kerrigan, following his blockers towards the right side, works towards the inside, dives forward, ball's loose on the ground. And the referee's going to say it was down before he came out. And the mark puts him just shy of the goal line.
So it's decision time here for Joe Tenorio. It's going to be 4th and goal.
No fumble
on the couple-inch line, if I can see correctly from here.
Goal from the
Do you try to punch it in or take the 3?
If you're a running team, typically you think they have the confidence that they can punch it in here. And indeed, you do not see a swap in personnel. Encinal going to go for it here. Biggest play of the game thus far coming up here for the Jets. Coming up at 4:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Taking the snap. Talatasi fighting forward. He dives ahead. Is it enough? And they're going to say he was short. Bishop O'Dowd's defense responds.
Yeah, it looked like Talatasi had the ball over the goal line. Unfortunately, his knee was down. The referee, the line judge on our side, called him down before the ball crossed the plane of the goal line. So the Dragons take over. A big goal line stand from the Dragons defense and preserving the 3-0 lead.
You know, from where we sit up here on top of the press box, we're right above the 50-yard line. And, you know, it looked to us from this side like he had enough to get in. Of course, we do not have the angle that the side judge did, and they said that he was just shy. But a long field in front of the O'Dowd Dragons. Now Encinal's defense thinking, try to get a safety to cut it to a 1-point lead and get the ball back. They hand it off towards the right side and stop the back as he just got across the goal line. Waiting for the bodies to unpile here. And looked like it was Burnett, the ball carrier.
Yeah, disappointing. Coach Tenorio for Encinal going for it on 4th down. Unfortunately, the referee called him a couple inches short. You can tell they're still disappointed and upset. They feel like they should have gotten the 6 points there.
Ball is spotted at the 1-yard line, 2nd and 9.
So it's 2nd and 9. And taking the snap, they hand it off. It's Burnett again, wrapped up from behind after he crossed the line of scrimmage. And looks like he might have picked up another yard.
Antonio Burnett, the ball carrier.
Bishop O'Dowd just trying to get a little bit of breathing room, get off of their own end zone and giving themselves a 3rd and a chance here.
Gain of 3.
It's under 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Encinal ate up most of the 3rd quarter with that drive as they were stopped just shy of the goal line. Now O'Dowd set with a 3rd down and 6 from their own 4-yard line. Taking the snap, quick throw towards the right side. And Thomas with some speed around the edge gets wrapped up from behind and looks like he might have been just shy of that 1st down marker.
Yeah, it looked to be the freshman Parker getting over there and making a tackle just shy. He was the only guy over there that had an opportunity. The cornerback was blocked, so Parker came over and made a sure tackle, and looks like he's going to force a punt for the Dragons. They're going to have good field position once they get the ball here if they're able to secure the punt return.
Yeah, as Thomas actually was about 2 yards shy of that 1st down marker. So see the punt coming. Comes back from his own end zone, takes the snap and kicks it away. Corey Sales is going to watch this one go down towards the left sideline and go out of bounds as it rolls into his territory. Spotted at his own 47-yard line.
Down by Bishop O'Dowd.
So no harm done really for the Jets. They do get the ball back. They still have proven that they can move the ball in this Dragons defense, especially here in the 2nd half. Sure, they're disappointed they didn't get the touchdown on the 1st time around, but they have an opportunity here to get on the scoreboard if they can put together the same series of plays that they ran in their 1st drive. Very exciting game going on here. Encinal unable to get the score, get their 1st score of the game, but they get the ball back with an opportunity to do it again.
2:05 remaining here in the 3rd quarter as Encinal begins this drive from their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10. As Alatasi pitching And it's Kerrigan working inside quickly upfield as he got up and got about a 7-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, the Jets you can tell, Joe, they still have the momentum from that previous drive. They have confidence that they can run the ball in this Dragons defense. And although they are undermanned, there seems like the Dragons are the more fatigued team at this point.
Yeah, the Jets defense really did a favor for this offense, getting that 3 and out and keeping that confidence that they could get back into this ball game. The offense set here, 2nd down and 4. Talatasi sending a man in motion, taking the snap, and then he gives it a delayed handoff to Sales. Sales juking out towards the outside, gets hit hard towards the sideline. Late flags come in. It looks like a little bit behind the play, actually.
Corey Sales, the ball carrier.
I think we might have a late
Taken
hit
out of bounds
here.
by Del Lyles.
Our head referee, Alan Goldenberg, called it from, it was going against the Jets.
Holding Encinal.
That was a late flag. It looked like they might have had enough for the first down, but that's going to wipe out that play and put them in second and long territory.
And the unfortunate penalty for the Jets offense, and something that had plagued them in the first half. Now rearing its head again here with 1:20 left to play here in the third quarter.
42-yard line.
So you're set with a 2nd down and 15 now for the Jets.
2nd down, 15.
Talatasi taking the snap, handing up to Parker, working inside, breaks 1 tackle, jukes back inside, and gets just right up to the original line of scrimmage.
Parker, ball carrier. Tackled by Joshua Licka.
That penalty was certainly unfortunate for the Jets. They were moving the ball well. It looked like they could have had a first down, moving them back 10 yards to put them in a 2nd and 15. Yards. They did get 4 back close to the original line of scrimmage, but 3rd and long has not been their specialty in this game.
And faced with a 3rd and 10 here from their own 47-yard line. Talatasi set under center, dropping back, looking, feeling pressure. He has to roll to his left, and Talatasi quickly tries to dump it away. And they're going to say it was an incomplete pass. The O'Dowd sideline wanted a grounding call.
Yeah, I think they might get it too, Joe. It looks like the head linesman called it there right after the play was over.
As the referee standing over a flag there.
Grounding.
So we'll certainly see Encinal getting set to punt it here.
That holding penalty was just brutal against the Jets. They were moving the ball really well, and that penalty just killed all of their momentum. And they're going to have to punt the ball away. And O'Dowd's going to have good field position coming on the other way, trying to build their 3-0 lead.
Gomes back to receive Pedro's
4th
punt.
down, 26.
Here's a snap, and Pedro able to get it away under pressure. A quick end-over-end one. Gomes picks it up at his own 40-yard line. Jukes a man, works around the 45, and gets hit by a couple Encinal defenders, and finally brought down. So
Pedro's punt returned by
actually very close to the first down marker for the Jets is where he gets wrapped up.
Dominic Gomes did a good job breaking a tackle and picking up positive yardage on that punt return, and Bishop O'Dowd takes over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from their own 44 for the Dragons. 25 seconds remain here in the third quarter.
Bishop O'Dowd from their own 44.
Coming back on a delayed handoff, going to Burnett, working towards the left side, and he's tripped up, diving forward, and looks like he might have just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job there by number 5, Corey Sales, coming up from the safety position all the way from safety to come up and make that play and snuffing out a short run for Bishop O'Dowd, so 2nd and long.
So it would be 2nd and actually like a long 9 there, but that's the last play of the third quarter. 3-0. The Bishop O'Dowd leads over the Encinal Dragons.
Encinal 0.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And you can check out a lot of great games from all over the country, some of them even higher scoring than this one, as a 3-0 contest here. O'Dowd leading over Encinal.
Your attention, please.
Yeah, but I think we're going to be set up for a very exciting finish despite the score. It's been an unbelievable grudge match, defensively dominated game all here throughout. And Encinal being down 3-0, but their offense has more momentum right now. I mean, Bishop O'Dowd only had 3 plays in the entire third quarter on offense, and they were backed up against their own goal line. So now they have a little bit of time, or they did have 1 play before the end of the quarter, so 4 plays total, but they definitely might have a hard time getting back into rhythm that they had.
Yeah, they're sitting for a long time. See if the offense got a little cold here. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from their own 44. Hagmeyer sitting under center, fumbles a snap, able to pick it up. Now he's airing it out deep towards the left side, and that ball is caught by Dominic Gomes, going out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
Well, certainly no problem getting back into rhythm for the sophomore quarterback. He dropped the snap but maintained his composure and threw an absolute strike down the sidelines. Gomes able to get his feet down inbounds, and his momentum carried him out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have had a touchdown. But still a big play for the Bishop O'Dowd offense.
As he actually got inside the 15-yard line.
Encinal was caught a little bit napping on that play at the very beginning of the fourth quarter. Bishop O'Dowd hits him with a big one.
That's a 1st and 10 from the Encinal 14-yard line, and really this could change the complexion of the whole ball game now. Dropping back and firing towards the right side. Ball is going to be caught by Johnson, stumbling, keeps his feet, breaks 1 tackle, but can't get away from the 2nd one. He went inside the 10-yard line. About a 5-yard gain on the play.
Coach Nickerson has all the confidence in the world in his sophomore quarterback, Chris Hagermeyer, right now, looking like a seasoned veteran, throwing the ball left and right and controlling this offense for Bishop O'Dowd, trying to get a score to make it a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
With 11:26 and counting left to play in this ball game. They line it up for a 2nd down and 5. Ball's just inside the 10-yard line. Hagmeyer set from under center, pitches towards the left side. Burnett with blockers in front of him. Jukes back inside, pushing forward. He's close to the 1st down marker, and looks like he might be just a bit shy.
Yeah, he's going to depend on the spot, but he does appear to be about a yard shy. Still a nice gainer there off the left sidelines, a well-blocked play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Dragons.
4 yards, 3rd down, 1.
They mark it as 3rd down and 1.
The Jets defense has got to be looking to make a play here, forcing a 4th down and a field goal attempt. Big play here for the Jets defense.
Hagmeyer going to be set under center. Encinal showing blitz. They hand it off. Burnett has enough as he stumbles forward, working his way ahead. He's into the end zone. Touchdown for Bishop O'Dowd.
Bishop O'Dowd, touchdown, number 28, Antonio Burnett.
Yeah, Antonio Burnett just got the ball up the middle. You're right, Joe. They did bring the blitz. Unfortunately, it was not to the right gap as he went off the left guard and into the end zone to make this a 2-score game.
And the extra point by Eric Schwartz could make it a 10-0 ball game here.
Dominic Gomes with a hole.
Here's a snap. Gomes' hold is down, and the kick is blocked. No good. So 9-0 is your score for Bishop O'Dowd with 10:25 left to play here in the fourth quarter. So for Encinal, still opportunities. Your offense did move the ball pretty well. If they can avoid the penalties, certainly a situation where they can at least try to get 7 on the board right here.
Yeah, the swing and the complexion of this game happened at that goal line stand at the very middle of the third quarter on the first long drive by Encinal. They finally got some momentum going on their offensive edge, got some rhythm, got it all the way down to the goal line. Bishop O'Dowd defense comes up with a huge play on 4th and inches where it looked like to us that he may have gotten across the pylon. The line judge called his knee down prior to the ball crossing the goal line, and since then we've seen a punt, a penalty on Encinal on their ensuing drive, forcing a good field position for the Bishop O'Dowd, and they take it into the end zone rather quickly, and we're looking at 9-0 with 10 minutes left, and that's a big extra point that they did get blocked, but now they're going to have 2 scores for the Jets to get back into this game.
And the Jets have 10:25 left to do it here in the fourth quarter. As Schwartz to kick it away, he's pretty much stayed short here on his kickoffs.
Eric Schwartz.
Sales and Kerrigan back to receive it.
Corey Sales and Terrell Kerrigan deep for Encinal.
And Schwartz again, another grounder. This one picked up in front by the up man, and he is hit immediately. near the 40-yard line. So it's Austin Vea who was able to pick it up.
Austin Vea on the return. Tackle made by Dalen.
Pretty decent field position as the Jets look to get back into this game. If they can keep the same rhythm that they've shown in the second half offensively, this game is far from over. They still have 10 minutes left in all 3 of their timeouts, but they are looking at 2 scores in order to get back into this game.
So they get set 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Talatasi taking the snap. He's going to pitch it. It's Parker, the freshman, working down the left side. Pull down from behind, and he's brought down. And looks like a loss on the play.
Yeah, nice job there by the outside linebacker, Des Lyles, the 5'11" junior linebacker. Came over and was able to run down the freshman Jordan Parker and prevent him from getting outside. And in fact, a loss of 2 on the play.
And under 10 minutes left to play. Clock continuing to move here in the 4th quarter. Second down and 12 upcoming. They'll be spotted at their own 39-yard line for the Jets. O'Dowd showing blitz. They fake the pitch and try to go inside, and Kerrigan, and O'Dowd just was not fooled at all.
Terrell Kerrigan, the ball carrier.
No, it was Jonathan Rowland, the big number 69 senior, 270 pounds, pushing around the offensive line of the Jets and forcing another long loss.
So clock under 9.5 minutes and counting.
Loss of 3, 3rd down 15.
And a 3rd and long upcoming here. Talatasi dropping back, firing towards the left side, overthrows Corey Sales, incomplete. Sales certainly had some blockers in front of him, could have made something of it.
Corey Sales.
Yeah, it was a decent play call on 3rd and long, trying to get your blockers out there and get the ball in your best running back's hands in the open field. Unfortunately, the ball did sail over the running back's head, and we're going to have another punt. With almost 9 minutes left to go in this game, Encinal's going to have to give the ball away to the Dragons.
So Gomes back to receive it. Pedro to punt it away once again. Jets were short a man on the offensive line. Here's a snap over the head of Pedro. He runs back to retrieve it, and now he has to fall, and still didn't get it. And actually, he did finally reel it in at the last second.
So the Dragons are going to take over right on the doorstep of the Jets' end zone again. Just an unfortunate snap by the long snapper of the Jets. Punter had no chance to come up with that one and try to get it away. And the Dragons take over.
Yeah, Kaylee Pedro, the punter, had it sail over his head. Good job by him to actually be able to get there and recover it and prevent a score for O'Dowd. 9:05 left to play here in this ball game, and O'Dowd with Hagmeyer under center. Hagmeyer dropping back, looking towards his left. Now he throws. It's complete to Gomes. Gomes working towards the left side, pulls forward into his defender and is brought down.
Hagmeyer's pass complete to Dominic Gomes. Tackle made by Jordan Parker.
I've really been impressed with the sophomore's right arm. Just fired that ball. It hit him right in the numbers, and a nice gainer on 1st down.
Gain of 6 yards.
Second down and 4 upcoming here.
Chris Hagmeyer, the sophomore quarterback, put into the game because of 2 injuries and has really taken control of this offense and done a really good job on the doorstep for another score.
Because he gets set here to take his 2nd down snap with under 8.5 minutes remaining. Fakes a handoff, rolling out. Hagmeyer fires under pressure, has it tipped, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and he had Dominic Gomes, number 15, wide open in the back of the end zone, but decided to check the ball down, and then unfortunately the ball was deflected, forcing a 3rd down here. Incomplete pass.
4.
A blown coverage there by the Jets defense. Luckily, Hagmeyer did not see Gomes open in the back of the end zone.
And now a timeout's going to be taken by Bishop O'Dowd, their first of the second half, with 8:23 left to play and a 9-0 lead.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
And certainly a good one here in this league opener for these two teams. Been more of a defensive matchup In the first half of this game, O'Dowd was able to open it up with the touchdown. Sophomore quarterback Chris Hagmeyer able to set it up with a completion of Dominic Gomes before the offense was able to punch it in on the ground. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Hagmeyer taking the snap. He hands it off to Antonio Burnett. Burnett fighting forward, diving ahead, and he is inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be close depending on the spot, whether or not they got the first down here. Encinal, nice job wrapping up.
And Jordan Parker.
And it does look like 4th down is upcoming.
And looks like they spot him just about maybe half a yard shy of that first down marker.
So it's decision time here for Coach Nickerson. And he does appear to be going for it, wanting to put this game away right here and now.
So they line it up. Big play for the Encinal defense. They want to get a stop here to keep them in this ball game. Taking the snap, they hand it off as Antonio Burnett working towards the outside left edge, working towards the corner. He's into the end zone. And a touchdown for Bishop O'Dowd.
Yeah, it looked like Brandon Farrell, the cornerback, sophomore cornerback for the Jets, had an opportunity.
Oh, we flag. And so hold everything.
Hold everything. And they may have called a hold on the block on the cornerback on the outside. Is that what the call is, Joe?
Penalty is against Bishop O'Dowd, holding.
And they do call the hold. A late signal there from the ref to march it back. And so that changes everything. And we see the personnel from the O'Dowd sideline. So now we'll probably see the field goal attempt. 7:26 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball is spotted on the 17-yard line.
So one special teams blunder sets up a crucial special teams opportunity here for O'Dowd. Schwartz set to kick. Gomes the holder. There's a snap. Kick is up by Schwartz, and it is going to be no good.
Field goal attempt is no good.
As he was short, and so 9-0 remains your score. And Encinal's defense, by assistance of a penalty, really, were able to get themselves the ball back on offense and still keep themselves in this ball game.
Yeah, Joe, we were already talking about the touchdown and the Dragons putting this game away, but the Jets were given new life with the holding penalty and still have 7 minutes to get back into this game.
And all their timeouts remaining. O'Dowd has burned one of theirs. Talatasi taking the snap, looking. He fires towards the right side. Ball is reeled in by Farrell, and not much doing there.
Talatasi's pass complete to Brandon Farrell.
Now a bit of confusion here for the Jets.
Yeah, they're trying to work into a hurry-up offense here, realizing that time is not on their side.
So from a 2nd down and 5, a shotgun snap under pressure. Talatasi spins away from one, now being pulled down from behind, and he just kind of throws it to the ground. Referees are going to say it. He was either down or was a throw. Waiting to see the ruling there.
Bishop O'Dowd, sack by number 57.
And they'll say that he was down before he threw that ball.
Yeah, Isaiah Johnson came off the edge, unblocked, and put the pressure on the quarterback, who is being a little bit careless with the ball when he has, he's trying to make something happen, trying to throw the ball away, but he's really got to be careful. He doesn't want to turn the ball over. And back here is Talatasi.
So under 6.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and 15.
So with a 3rd and 15, Talatasi again in the shotgun. Taking a low snap, dropping back, pressure coming. He throws toward his left. It's complete to Kerrigan. Spins away from one man, fighting his way forward, and he stumbles and falls down. Boy, just a tough outcome for Kerrigan.
Yeah, Kerrigan had a little bit of a seam there. The play developed well. He got his blockers in front of him. Unfortunately, got tripped up at the last minute, and not only could have lost a touchdown, but they are going to go for it on 4th down.
With under 6 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter, now the biggest play of the game for the Jets.
10, 4th and 5.
They shuffle receivers around. Talatasi dropping back from under center. Gets set, fires towards the right side, looking for a man, and that ball is going to be incomplete. They're trying to connect with Gatling. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it was the tight end Gatling along the Bishop O'Dowd sideline. The ball just sailed over his head. And the Jets turn the ball over on downs to the Dragons.
For Chris Gatling. John Zalaski defending on the play.
So Jets now
Bishop
need
O'Dowd
a
takes
quick
over on
stop
downs.
here. 5:37 remains here in the fourth quarter, trailing 9-0.
Last time the Jets turned the ball over down here after the punt was the snap of the punt sailed over his head. The Dragons took over and threw the ball 3 times. Let's see if they change their.
As Hagmeyer set from under center, and he is going to hand it off, and it's Burnett who's tripped up immediately and brought down.
And they are going to change their plan, trying to realize that the clock is working up against the Encinal Jets. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock rolling.
Under 5 minutes and 20 seconds now here in the fourth quarter.
Tackle made by.
And O'Dowd certainly going to take their time in the huddle as well.
No gain on the play.
Before getting up to the line and see if they do continue to run it here. Hagmeyer in the shotgun taking the snap. Dropping back, looking to his left, nothing there. Now throws towards his right. That ball's working towards the sideline and incomplete. Nobody there. Encinal wants a flag. And I think they have a bit of an argument.
No, there certainly wasn't anybody in the pattern there. Looked like Chris Hagemeyer expected somebody to be there. He didn't look to just be throwing the ball away.
And now the flag comes in at the end of it. I think that's a great call by the referees.
Yeah, I think you're right. There certainly wasn't a receiver for the Dragons in the area, so the good job by the referees to huddle and make the correct call. So not only does that stop the clock, but it also pushes the Dragons back 10 additional yards and a loss of down.
Intentional grounding call against Bishop O'Dowd.
So you couldn't have a better outcome there if you're the Encinal Jets. Now you're set with a 3rd down and very long for the Dragons.
5-yard penalty and loss of down. 3rd and 15.
So Hagmeyer is set under center with 15 yards in front of him for the 1st down. Taking the snap, he hands off to Burnett, working towards the left side. Flag comes in from the sideline. Burnett has a 1st down and a lot more. He's brought down, but let's see what the flag is all about.
Antonio Burnett, the ball carrier. Tackle made by
and O'Dowd players showing frustration as I think the call may have gone against them.
Yeah, 2nd big play in a row. That was wiped out by a penalty following a long touchdown run and then a long 1st down run there by
penalty is against
number 28, Antonio Burnett, the 5'7" senior. Wiped out again. Now we're going to see 3rd and really long.
The clock, though, will continue to move under 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. And a 3rd and 20 there as Hagmeyer set under center. Hagmeyer taking the snap, dropping back, firing towards the right side. Ball is caught, working his way upfield. It was the receiver, Ziegler.
Hagmeyer's pass complete to Bakari Ziegler.
And Ziegler was short of the 1st down. Nice. Timeout taken by by Encinal.
Yeah, nice throw there by Hagemeyer, but certainly not enough for the 1st down. But you did get some positive yardage and forced Encinal to burn their 1st timeout. We're under 4 minutes here.
So Encinal not quite off the hook yet. You would assume that O'Dowd's going to try to go for it here and try to take some more of that clock off. Really, I mean, it's almost as effective as a punt. You put a long field in front of Encinal. If you do not convert on this play, it's definitely worth a shot here to keep the ball out of their offense's hands.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. I think the way that Hagemeyer's throwing the ball right now, you at least take a shot and try to pick up that 1st down, and then you can basically just run out the clock and burn the rest of Encinal's timeouts. And if you don't get it, you take a sack or you turn the ball over and downs. Encinal still has a serious long way to go to even get 1 score, let alone 2 that they're going to need in under 4 minutes to take this game.
As 3:48 remains on the clock here. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. So Hagmeyer set in the shotgun. Burnett to his left as he's got 3 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Taking the snap, Good protection. He fires it deep, looking towards the end zone, overthrows his intended receiver, and the turnover on downs.
Yeah, Encinal was trying to line up their wide receiver up against the freshman. Jordan Parker, Dominic Gomes ran a post pattern, but Hagermeyer just airmailed one over his head, and they do turn the ball over on downs. So Encinal has got a long way to go, but certainly this game is not over yet, Joe.
Yeah, Encinal 2 timeouts remaining, 3:43 on the game clock, trailing 9-0. They need a quick strike for a score, and then certainly you'd assume an onside kick coming after that.
Their own 23.
Talatasi set in the shotgun, dropping back. Pressure coming, he steps ahead. Staying toward the side, now he's hit from behind. The ball gets loose, has a teammate dive on it, and the whistle comes. And we'll see as Daquan Williams fell on it. They say his arm was going forward or not.
Players ruled an incomplete pass.
And now they do say incomplete pass.
So that worked in the Jets' favor. It wasn't an incomplete pass. It stops the clock, and it could have been a lot worse. Very close to a fumble was Talatasi.
Second down, 10.
Well, the referees didn't catch it. Encinal sideline was saying to add some time back on the clock. As the confusion with the ruling did take a little bit of additional time off the clock there. It stopped at 3:25. Second down and 10 here. Talatasi gets set under center. And one of the O'Dowd players jumped to try to see if he was drawn or not. And they're going to call a false start against the offense.
Yeah, it looked like Tyrell Kerrigan was influenced by the defense jumping, but they do flag Kerrigan, moving the Jets back. And you certainly don't want penalties. You're going in the wrong direction when you certainly have a long way to go. And we're running out of time if you're the Encinal Jets.
A second down and 15 now. Talatasi from under center dropping back. Has some pressure, escapes one man. Now he's going to fire it deep, looking down the right sideline. Ball, it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Gatling. I think got a hand on it at least.
Yeah, Talatasi just trying to make a play there, airing it out, basically a Hail Mary. And the ball did fall harmlessly incomplete, forcing a 3rd and long. But you can tell it's desperation time a little bit for the Jets here, as they're not able to work well when they're forced to air it out, as they have since they've been going down 9-0 in this game.
So 3:18 remains on the game clock here. 3rd down and 15. Talatasi taking the snap, rolling to his right once again. Quickly dumps it off. It's Corey Sales. Sales working towards the right sideline. He's able to get the first down, and he gets out of bounds. A very heady play by Corey Sales.
Yeah, really nice run, too. Talatasi got him to the ball in the flat, and on a 3rd and long, Sales takes the ball, jukes a man, gets out of bounds, and picks up the first down. Nice job by number 5.
So now with 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38-yard line.
First down, Jets.
Talatasi getting set. In the shotgun, dropping back, looking to his left, feeling pressure. Now he has to run under pressure, needs to get rid of it, and he is going to take the sack all the way back to his own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Jack Burley, number 47, the 6'2 senior, tight end and defensive lineman, was able to run him down for a big sack. And it's going to force the Jets to use their second timeout, it looks like.
Oh, we do see a flag on the play. And a hold against the Jets that'll be waved off.
Penalty is against Encinal, holding. Penalty is declined.
O'Dowd takes the loss on the sack.
Loss of 18. Second down,
Talatasi.
28.
It's got to be rolling out to his right, rolling out to his left. He just doesn't have enough time to throw the ball downfield, and he's under a lot of pressure.
With a second down and 28, Talatasi drops back, feeling pressure on the right side. He's able to unload it. Gatling breaks one tackle, has some blockers up the middle, fights his way forward, and he ends up about 3 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. And quickly the Jets are shuffling around to line this one up. 2:35 and counting left to play here in the fourth quarter.
With the tackle, gain of 17 yards, 3rd and 11.
Talatasi from under center. Sends Kerrigan in motion, dropping it back. He lofts it out to Sales. Sales spins away from one man, but the second defender's there to bring him down. Loss of 1 on the play.
Talatasi's pass complete to Corey Sales. Tackle made by Wayne Thomas.
And so now it's going to
flag on the play.
Oh, we do have another late flag.
Penalty is against Encinal, illegal shift. Bishop O'Dowd declines.
So down waves off yet another penalty for this one for an illegal shift.
Bishop O'Dowd knows they want to get the ball in Chris Sales' hands, and they're definitely keying him defensively.
That's set for 4th down and 11. Talatasi from the shotgun dropping back. Pressure coming. He's going to air it out towards the left side, looking for a man. 3 defenders there. Intercepted. Coming back the other way are the Dragons. It's Grandison with blockers down the right sideline. Bryce Grandison jukes back inside. Breaks away from another tackle. Working back down the side. Finally pulled down from behind by Terrell Kerrigan.
Well, that probably puts the finishing touches on this game. Bryce Granderson just catches the Hail Mary heave by Talatasi and smelled the end zone. A couple of nice jukes and almost broke it, but the Encinal Jets were able to bring him down. But with only 2 minutes left and not having the ball, that might have put the finishing touches on this game for Bishop O'Dowd.
So O'Dowd bringing it up to the line here and trying to knock off the last minute and 58 seconds here of the fourth quarter. As they hand it off to Burnett. He jukes out towards the left side. Now coming back inside, fights his way forward, and he gets up close at the first down marker.
Nice run there by Burnett, bouncing it outside, but not going out of bounds. As the clock continues to roll, good job by Burnett.
Gain of 8 yards.
Could be second down and 2 upcoming here. Hagmeyer set under center. Under a minute 20 left to play. He's going to continue to let that clock go down as much as he can. Now he takes a snap, hands it off again to Burnett, working towards the left side. Down he goes towards the sideline. And he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stopped momentarily as they move the chains.
Made by Chris
another good run by Burnett. Nothing fancy. The same thing we've been seeing a lot in the second half, just bouncing it off tackle. Able to pick up another big chunk and get the first down, and the clock continues to roll under a minute now.
So could see another play or two from the Dragons to try to run out the rest of this clock and see if they do try to punch it in the end zone. Just a final statement here.
You know Burnett wants to get in the end zone.
Hagmeyer taking the snap, hands it off to Burnett, working towards the left side, fights his way forward, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown by number 28.
More of an exclamation point than anything.
Yeah, Burnett, after getting his first touchdown wiped out by a holding penalty, definitely ran those last 3 plays extremely hard. And they did add an extra touchdown, Bishop O'Dowd did, to make it 15-0. Good job by the Jets, making this a real strong game. Their defense played well throughout, but certainly Bishop O'Dowd's big offensive line and their multifaceted running game wore him down towards the end of this game.
So Schwartz on to kick the extra point here. Here's a snap, the kick is up, and the extra point is good, 16-0. O'Dowd leads with 32 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night high school action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here.
19 yards and 3 plays.
So now for Encinal, they'll be receiving the kick and maybe try to get another shot here.
By Antonio Burnett.
Let's see if O'Dowd does indeed just go with the short kick once again and not give Sales a chance to return.
Eric Schwartz to kick off for Bishop O'Dowd.
Schwartz to kick it away.
Jordan Parker.
Actually, it's Parker and Kerrigan back deep to receive.
Deep for Encinal.
So Sales not in on the return for this one. And then again, they just kick it forward. And O'Dowd will let it go out of bounds.
Schwartz's kick goes out of bounds.
So we'll see them kick it again. For Encinal, their next game will be at Berkeley. O'Dowd will host Castro Valley next week.
So a hard-fought
yards.
victory here tonight by
O'Dowd
Bishop O'Dowd. It certainly wasn't easy. Encinal gave them all they could handle and more, but they were able to hang on.
Schwartz again under their short kick. Encinal having trouble tracking it down, and finally it's picked up along the sideline. And out of bounds was Daquan Williams. It's a flag way back where Williams originally fielded the ball.
Austin Day on the return.
And an illegal block called against Encinal.
This game's a lot closer than the score indicated. 3-0 at halftime. And Encinal had a chance right on the goal line, and that certainly was the play of the game, that 4th and inches that Bishop O'Dowd was able to hold, and it's been all Dragons since then.
Encinal sit back deep. 28 seconds remain, so 1-2 plays are all they have left in this ball game.
Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Encinal.
Talatasi set from under center.
Timeout.
And timeout taken by Encinal.
Yeah, it looked like they were man short on offense, and they're forced to use their second timeout.
Still 16-0. Looks like it could remain your final score here with 28 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Unless Encinal is able to pull off a big play here. Jets bring it up to the line. Talatasi feeling pressure, trying to escape to his left. Now he's going to be hit once again as Lyles brings him down.
Yeah, another sack by the Dragons defense. That certainly was the story here tonight. That Dragons defense pitching a shutout here on the Encinal Jets home field.
O'Dowd sack. Number 52, Cameron Hawkins.
And so the clock runs out and puts you into this ball game.
Final score, Bishop O'Dowd 16, Encinal 0.
And so your final score, 16-0.
O'Dowd
defeats the Encinal Jets.
And your support. Please enjoy your weekend.
We invite you to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We'll wrap up all of our action in the post-game show and have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons have defeated the Encinal Jets 16-0 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to Alameda, California. Joe Live along with Todd Allen, where we just saw the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons defeat the Encinal Jets 16-0. And Todd, you know, is tough to look at that ball game. A lot of good performers, and you know, think about who the player of the game is. And well, we'll give you your vote. Who do you think?
Well, it was tough, definitely a tough call. There were a lot of players of the game on that Bishop O'Dowd defense, but I got to give it to Chris Hagermeyer, the sophomore quarterback for Bishop O'Dowd, coming in a very high-pressure situation as a JV player 2 weeks ago, and coming in here and leading a victory, a huge victory over the Jets in league.
Well, we're able to secure a interview with the post-game player of the game, and you know, we are going to have a vote here on this one as well. I think we have a tie because I'm going to take Antonio Burnett. You know, he did have the touchdowns in this ball game, had the situations where he was moving the ball down the field and really helping a sophomore quarterback out there with the running game. So go for co-players of the game, Hagermeyer and Antonio Burnett. We look at these two teams moving forward. Obviously, for Encinal Jets, a lot of things for them to try to sort out offensively, as defensively they really did have a good game.
No, they did, and the game was a lot closer than the 16-0 final. I mean, they had a chance. The defense played really well. It was 3-0 at halftime, if you remember, and they had a chance to take the lead, and Bishop O'Dowd just made enough plays in order to secure the victory here tonight.
And you talk about Bishop O'Dowd. Of course, the offense did a great job. Really, though, you got to think the key to the game was their defense, and especially that big goal line stand.
Oh, absolutely. And that's really where the game came down to, that fourth down. If they can pick up the inch, or if they get the line judge to give them the spot that they wanted, they were certainly screaming that they had the touchdown there, but it was not to be. They held, Bishop O'Dowd held. They put pressure on the quarterback the entire game. They must have had 8 or 9 sacks, and they were able to secure the shutout victory here tonight.
Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast again. 16-0. Bishop O'Dowd defeats the Encinal Jets. For Todd Allen, our camera operator, Lee Craner, Zach Farmer, the producer, I'm Joe Lahiv. Thank you for joining us on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.